I've sat in the rooms where promotion decisions get made, and I've seen the hardest working person on the team get passed over more times than I can count. Not because their work was bad, usually their work was excellent. They were the person who stayed late, the person who picked up the extra project, the person who everybody went to when something was on fire. And when the promotion season came around, they thought, surely they must see how much I'm doing. And they did. That wasn't the problem. The problem was that nobody had ever explained to them what a promotion decision was actually measuring. Because here's the uncomfortable truth. Companies do not promote effort. They promote confidence in what happens after the promotion. Those are two very different things. Let me give you a composite example. And I've seen some version of this person in almost every organization I've ever worked with. Let's call her Maya. Maya is exceptional at her job. If something needs to be done by Friday, Maya gets it done on Thursday. If somebody drops the ball, Maya quietly catches it. If the team is overwhelmed, she takes on more. Her manager loves having her. Her colleagues trust her. Her performance reviews are consistently strong. And every year, Maya assumes that she's getting closer to the next level. But every year, there's a reason it doesn't happen. We'd like to see a little more leadership. Keep doing what you're doing. You're definitely on the radar. Maybe next cycle, what does Maya do? She works harder. She takes on another project. She responds faster. She becomes even more indispensable in her current role. And without realizing it, she may actually be strengthening the argument for keeping her exactly where she is. Because the organization has plenty of evidence that Maya is excellent at her job. What they don't have is enough evidence about her in the next job, and that distinction is where a lot of careers stall. The question? What promotion decisions are actually made on? When people imagine promotion conversations, they often picture someone sitting in a room that they're not in. Who deserves it most? That's usually not the real question. The questions sound much more like, can this person operate at the next level? Do other leaders trust them? How will they handle the bigger scope? Have we actually seen them demonstrate that? What happens if we promote them and we're wrong? Promotion decisions tend to revolve around three things: risk, readiness, and visibility. First, risk. Every promotion is a bet. The company is giving somebody more responsibility, more authority, usually more money, and often more influence over other people. So decision makers are asking, how risky does this choice feel? Not whether or not you're a good person, not whether or not you've worked hard, whether they have enough evidence to believe you'll succeed with a larger mandate. That's the issue. Second, readiness. Your current performance matters, but mostly as a baseline. The bigger question is whether you're already showing behaviors associated with the next level. Are you making decisions without needing constant direction? Are you solving problems beyond your immediate assignment? Can you influence people you don't manage? Can you communicate with senior leaders at the level that they need? Are you thinking about the team's outcome or just your own workload? And third is visibility. Now, this is the part people hate talking about because it sounds political. But visibility does not mean bragging. It means the people making the decision need enough information to make the decision. You can be doing extraordinary work, but if the only person who understands its value is you, or maybe even just your direct manager, that creates a promotion problem. Because when 5 names are being discussed in a room, the person whose impact is clear is easier to advocate for. Promotion decisions are made on risk, readiness, and visibility, not on who looks the busiest. That's the game, whether anybody explains it to you or not. Now, the hard work trap. And this creates a very specific trap for high performers. Hard work is self-verifying. What do I mean by that? You work harder, you get more done. People thank you, you feel useful. So your brain gets that immediate evidence that the strategy is working. More effort produces more output. More output produces more praise. So when your career stops moving, the obvious response feels like, I guess I need to do even more. And this is what makes the trap so powerful, because hard work does work. Until the problem you're trying to solve is no longer a work output problem. At some point, doing 20% more of your current job doesn't prove that you're ready for a different or higher job. Sometimes it proves that you're extremely good at absorbing more at the current one, and there's another problem. The more reliable you become as the person who executes everything, the less time you have to create evidence of your next level capability. You don't delegate because it's faster to do it yourself. You don't build relationships because you're buried in execution. You don't volunteer for the ambiguous strategic problem because you're already carrying 6 operational ones. You have become incredibly productive and strategically invisible. Now, effort is your entry ticket, but it's not your strategy. None of this means hard work doesn't matter. It absolutely matters. You cannot build a durable career on mediocre performance and clever self-promotion, but your effort is your entry ticket because it establishes credibility. It tells people you can be trusted. It gives you the results you need to build on. What it doesn't do is automatically tell people what you're capable of next. Think about it this way. Your current job asks, can you execute? The next level may ask, can you prioritize? Or can you influence? Or can you make decisions with incomplete information? Can you create leverage through other people? Can you see around corners? Those capabilities are not demonstrated by simply increasing the volume of what you already do. So instead of asking, how can I work harder, ask, what evidence would make promoting me feel obvious? That's a completely different career question, and it's a much more useful one. Now, one thing to do this week. Here's one concrete thing that I want you to do. I want you to book 20 minutes with your manager. And if it's not this week, next week, but this is a priority, do not ask, what do I need to do to get promoted? That question is way too broad, and it usually gets you generic answers. Ask this instead. When you think about someone operating successfully at the next level, what are the 2 or 3 things you would need to see from me consistently to feel confident in recommending me? Listen very carefully to the answer. Then push one step further. Ask, where do you currently have the least evidence of that from me? Now you've got something useful. And don't be prideful. Listen to what's being said. Make it easy for your boss to share that with you. Because now you've moved the conversation away from effort and toward evidence. And maybe they need to see you lead something cross-functional. Maybe they need to see you better at executive communication. Maybe they need to see you delegate. Maybe they need to see you make decisions at a larger scope. Whatever the answer is, your next move is not work harder at everything. Your next move is create visible proof of this specific capability. That's how you start managing your career instead of hoping your workload speaks for you. If you're the person who always delivers, don't stop delivering. Just understand what that performance is doing for you. Hard work builds your reputation, but eventually, career growth depends on whether people can picture you carrying something bigger, and they need evidence for that picture. Hard work got you in the building, something else will get you upstairs, and that something else has a name. And I break that down in the next video. Hit subscribe.